Look, I know what this is about to sound like, but trust me when I say, this is a great movie about censorship. This movie really doesn't need an introduction, but I will give it a quick summary. Stan, Kyle, Cartman, and Kenny all go to see the cinematic event of the year, Asses of Fire. And as a result, instead of punishing the kids for seeing an R-rated film, their mothers go after Canada, which results in World War III and the second coming of Satan and Saddam Hussein. Now look, is it bonkers? Yes. Was it topical at the time? Yes. Has this movie aged well? I mean, the animation is still definitely rough as fuck. But we aren't here because the show looks pretty, but instead, we're all here for the laughs and the meta commentary, and that is still shockingly relevant today. The boys snuck into a rated R movie, but nothing happens to them. Instead, the parents, to the, was it Grammy? Was it the Oscars? Blame Canada for the foul language of the kids, which, I mean, yeah, that's the right way to parent. Blame the world for your kids' shortcomings because it's easier to fight the world than admit that your child is imperfect, or at the very least, correct them, that way they know what to do in the future. Just, all kinds of lazy parenting, I'd argue. But anyway, that said, Terrence and Philip are captured and are set to be executed in front of the world while Canada is bombing certain Hollywood families in response, which, okay, yeah, take out the bald ones, I guess that works. Each of the boys have a mini journey on the way. Kyle is trying to keep his brother safe and get his mom back. Stan is trying to man the fuck up and be Wendy's boyfriend, while Kenny dies, but convinces Satan to turn on Saddam Hussein, which is, God, that's just a fear dream sentence, isn't it? All while Cartman goes full Goku after a V-chip that's installed in his brain shocks him every time he curses. I mean, yeah, if anyone kind of deserves a shock collar, it's him, but eventually he turns this into a superpower and damn near kills Saddam. Oh, and I want to bring up maybe my favorite secondary character, Satan. Probably the most complicated of the bunch. I really just like a power ballad, and Up There is amazing. Just listen to this.
Everyone dreams I could dream too. Up there, up where the skies are ocean blue.
Right? This movie is more about censorship than anything else, making a point that if this isn't for kids, it's for adults. And if you, as a parent, fail to police what your kid watches, says, or does, and allows them to watch inappropriate things, well, that's your fault. I think Bender said it best.
Have you ever tried simply turning off the TV, sitting down with your children, and hitting them?
Now look, I'm not advocating for childhood violence, but when my mom caught me watching Futurama when I was only 8 years old, you can be damn sure I remembered to lock the door after that point. This movie is, dare I say, important for the simple message of accountability that parents should take from this film. No kid should rightfully watch this movie, I say as I took my 11-year-old nephews to go watch the sing-along version because I'm the cool uncle, what do you expect? But again, it dives into that conversation that always happens whenever there's, unfortunately, another shooting. And, certain politicians like to argue, oh, it's violence in games, it's violence in movies, when in reality, why was the kid able to get it? I'm sorry to get political on this one, but it's true. Why is a 17-year-old kid able to get his hands on a weapon, and who's being held accountable for their actions? That stated, be good parents. If your kid does something wrong, call him out on it and do it. Obviously, don't overcorrect, but, there's a difference there. Anyway, that said, is this an important movie? Indeed. 7 out of 10, but who's your favorite South Park character? Let me know down below, I'd greatly appreciate it, and we'll catch you all next time. We'll see everybody.